Like, hey,
Right.
I had this going
They're
on.
not gonna,
Oh, that's lots.
they had that up for yesterday. What's that?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ms. Cleveland.
Morning.
Good morning, Miss Cleveland.
Good morning, attorneys, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Williams, and Miss Wilson. Good to see you. Well, kind of see you. At least know you're here. Hello.
Good morning. Mr. Fikens, can you hear me?
I can, Mr. Reed. You're
Let me
looking at
know
something.
when I start to break up, because I'm strong now, but as we progress, I may start to break up.
I'm with you, man. I
Thank
got
you.
you. And I'm on a new computer, so if I start acting funny, let me know too, okay?
No,
I was-
you sound strong. You have a strong
And your
voice there.
picture is clear today. Like it's almost like there's no haze or anything in there.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
it looks good. I can tell that that new device is good. It's working well.
Oh, good. Good to hear.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, Miss Harris.
Good morning.
Right there. But we were both under executive.
There you go.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. Good morning to each one of you. I am ready to get started. We have a couple of things that's going on this morning, so let's get with it. I'm gonna start first with the attorneys. Please place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Judge, and thank you. Good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all minds this morning. Thank you, and good morning again.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fikens. Good morning to you, and your motion is granted. I have Ms. Harris. You're at the top of my screen.
Hi, good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris here on behalf of the Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Ms. Harris. And then Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland here for Specialty Court as well.
All right, good morning, Ms. Cleveland. Mr. Yancey, and I did get your email. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. I think I have everybody. Yes, I do. Are there any preliminary matters for my consideration?
I have one, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Tremaine Staples, he has messaged me that he is here at court, and I instructed him that he needed to go and test today. I sent a message to the team regarding why he's here, and he volunteered. He readily came in for his appearance this morning, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. I believe Officer, was that Mr. Staples that was in the courtroom? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. And so he is going up to test, and we'll address him on the back end of our docket on today. Any other preliminary matters?
Your Honor, Mr. Taylor might have some concerns, according to email I got from Mr. Yancey. I'd be happy
Yes,
to
about
go to a
smart
breakout
start.
room to discuss
All
those.
right, and so thank you, Mr. Fikes, and good morning, Mr. Taylor. There is a video that I'm going to have you all watch this morning when the rest, because we're not scheduled to start until 8:45. And so there is a video that I need you all to watch. I want some reflection about it. I know Ms. Hess was on for 8:35, but everybody else was on for 8:45. And so there is a video that I want you to watch. Ms. Wilson, good morning to you. If we could get that queued up, that would be great. The reason I want you all to watch this video, it's about opioids, but it applies really to any substance that can be harmful to the mind, to the body. And so I certainly want you all to do that. And we'll do that at 8:45, Ms. Wilson. Thank you so much. Good morning again to you. Mr. Fikens, if you want to go in that breakout room now with Mr. Taylor, since we're a few minutes ahead of schedule, you can certainly do that. Ms. Wilson, if you would facilitate that, that would be great.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And then are there any other preliminary matters from the case managers or attorneys?
Not this time, Judge, no.
All right, very good, very good. And I did get your message about requests for promotions on this morning. Just pull some stuff out really quickly.
Your Honor, I do also have a promotion. I didn't, I don't know if that was sent over to you, but I did want to let you know I do have a promotion this morning.
Okay, give me that, well, text me that name, not text me, chat me. And then, all right, thank you, Ms. Harris. I do have that. That's good, very good. And so while we're waiting for the others, because I want to make sure I'm able to account for who has seen the video, because before it's over, I want everyone to have seen the video. I'd like to go to the 10:35. Can we put some dates on the record? While we have a couple of minutes? Case managers, can we do that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Let's do it. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. I have for Terrence Bass, SP 1239178, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 127255551. What's his next contact date?
Your Honor, his next court date would be via, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It would be via Zoom on 3/17/2023 at 8:45 a.m., Your Honor.
Wonderful, thank you. All right. And then I have for Ariel Cameron, she's coming in physically, is that correct, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, that is correct. I did talk to her 5 minutes ago. She's running late, but she said she will be here within the next 15 minutes.
All right, awesome. And then I have for Christian Carlson, 210-453-4201.
Yes, Your Honor, he would be back on via Zoom on March 17th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful. For Gary Dorsey, 210-453-6501.
I believe that's Mr. Griffin's.
Mr. Griffin, does anyone have Mr. Griffin's dates?
Mr. Yancey might have.
I think he left his dates with Miss Mack, if I'm not mistaken.
He sure did.
He did? All right. Miss Mack, you have a date for Mr. Dorsey?
I do, okay.
Okay, that's okay. I'll come back to it. Let's go to Jose Guerrero, 210-443-1701.
Thank you, Your Honor. He would be having a Zoom hearing on March 17th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful. For Stepan, oh, that's Mr. and Miss, it's Odin. Who has Odin?
Is that Carlos Odin?
Yes, that Griffin?
I have Mr. Odin.
Okay, let me place this case number on the record. I have 210-573-5901.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Odin will be coming back on March 16th at 8:45.
Wonderful. For Milton Owens, I have you 598-45421.
Yes, Your Honor. I also have him, and he will be coming back on March 16th at 8:45.
Very good. And then I have Robin Roberts. Nope, that's Mr. Griffin. Mr. Karsmarzik is Mr. Griffin. I think Mr. Hume is Mr. Griffin. Alexandria Smith. That is Mr. Griffin, and Mr. Kuliak is Mr. Griffin. Are you ready on Griffin?
I am.
All right, let's do it just very quickly.
Okay.
I have for Gary Dorsey, Ms. Wilson, get that video ready. Gary Dorsey, 210-453-6501.
He will be returning March the 30th at 8:45.
Thank you. I have for Stefan Moscow, 200-440-8901.
He will be returning on March the 23rd at 8:45.
I have for Robin Roberts, Z808-3041.
He will be returning March the 20th at 8:45. Oh, no, excuse me, at 10:35. He got face-to-face.
Wow. She just had a face-to-face. Good morning.
Also, it must be 8:45. He got
Yes.
face-to-face on here, but.
No, put her on for 8:45.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I have for Jacob Karsmarzik 200000228 FD.
March the 23rd at 8:45.
I have for Alexander Hume, case number 21GP01158A.
March 23rd at 8:45.
Thank you. For Alexandria Smith, case number 22L011670D.
March the 23rd at 8:45.
And then the final case is for Pablo Kuliak, case number 200211FD.
March the 23rd at 8:45.
All right, very good. Ms. Wilson, we're ready for the video. Make sure you pay attention so you can tell me what you learned from it.
My son, Ryan Matthew Garcia, was poisoned by fentanyl. He was so amazing. He was the sweetest kid ever. You know, when he was little, we had, we used to tell each other, I love you more. I love you to the stars. I love you, you know, to the moon. And one day he said, Mom, I love you in a circle. I said, a circle? He said, a circle never ends. After his passing, you know, you go through all your pictures. And I started seeing, since he was younger, him wearing crowns. Like he would pick up a Burger King crown, or we'll be at a quinceañera, and you know how they have the photo shoots, and he would always pick the crown up. And you know, it was always a crown. Anywhere that he would see a crown, he would put it on, and he'd be like, I'm King Ryan.
It was a joke, Tyrone. He made that name for himself. He said I was his black uncle, so he had a black name. He was just a man of many characters, so that was a joke for him. He was a jokester.
He was very fun to be around, like all the time. He knew how to make me laugh, and he knew how to even like make me mad, because he would come in my room and leave, but leave the door open and leave the light on. And everybody knew that like I hated that, but he would always do it.
He was funny. He just lit up the room every time he walked in. Everyone, Billy's here, Billy's here, Billy, Billy. You know, we were always just so happy to see him.
I told my girl I saw him from a different light because I came in his life later, so I saw the young man, not the kid. He was strong, you know. He would come to me, and because I coach youth sports, and he said he wanted to play football. And the one thing I always remember, I said, well, hey, you know, you're going to be a freshman this year. Go play football. But me playing sports, now would be the hardest thing to do, to go walk on the field for the first time without a parent taking you, without a parent dropping you off, and have the courage to go do it knowing you may fail horribly. But he did. He went and joined the team, and he got to practice on time. He had some woes. He had an uphill battle, but he did it.
Had everything going for him. He would always talk about his job. When he would come over, my son would just follow him around. You know, just looked up to him. He was excited to graduate. He's just full of life and had so much more life to give and so much more love to share with everybody. I was in bed and it was at 2:30 in the morning, and I've never done this ever. I woke up my man and I told him, babe. I was like, something's going on. Can I get a prayer at 2:30 in the morning?
It being 2 in the morning is a quick prayer, you know. A couple words thrown together and we lay back down. And she's like, no. I need something to cover the kids. And so I said something about our kids, you know. I wasn't thinking about anything else.
He gave me a prayer for protection of our kids, and I went right back to sleep. And about 30 minutes later, at 3 o'clock in the morning, they were waking me up, and they told me that Billy had passed.
My older brother called me around 2:30 in the morning, and he couldn't speak. Like, I just answered, I was like, hello, and like he was just crying and crying. And I was like, Bubba, like, talk to me, what's going on? And his girlfriend had to take the phone from him, and she was like, baby Billy is not breathing. And it just shattered my heart.
He took a Percocet that he didn't know had fentanyl in it. And February 11th, I got a call that he wasn't breathing. And all I remember is from that, screaming, if they let me hug him, he'll come back to life. I don't really remember getting there to him. I don't really remember. I just remember screaming.
The morning of his passing, he was supposed to get his braces off. And that same day, he was supposed to also had an appointment to get his driver's license. So that big day was a very big day for him. And so he had a lot going for him. He did graduate. He did have his credits and all those things, and his sister was able to walk the stage for him, which we were that's a whole nother emotion and feeling, but we were proud of her for doing it. She's young, and she stepped up and had to fill some big shoes for her brother that day. And that was really, really hard for us as a family. I think while we were there, we were kind of wanting to second guess if we should have went, because you see everyone in these chairs, and you have his picture in his chair with his robe wrapped around him.
Life is a legacy, and I think he fulfilled it. He was somebody that had a job. He's somebody that helped raise his sister. He's somebody that cared for his mother. He's somebody that, spoke on faith to his cousins. He did a lot of things that grown men don't do. And so I think he lived a legacy, maybe not 30 years, 80 years, but in a short time, he had a legacy.
If you know something, definitely say something, because I knew that he had taken Percocets like 2 weeks before he passed, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want him to be mad at me, and I didn't want him to hate me or just anything. So I just kept it to myself. I didn't want to say anything, but all it takes is one pill, and I should have said something.
It's the hardest thing to live without my son.
I've learned this is one of the hardest things that our family has had to do. I've learned that I absolutely hate the word overdose, because he didn't overdose. He didn't take something that he wanted. He was poisoned.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Wilson. Thank you all for your attention on this morning. I wanted to share that video for a number of reasons. First of all, we know that in this program, and maybe not with individuals that are in this courtroom, where we've had individuals that have said to us, I took a pill from a friend. I was having a toothache. I know, Ms. Cleveland, I think you've had a client that's done that before. And you never know. She thought it was one thing. And of course, when she went to test, it showed up as something else. Nonetheless, it was somebody else's prescription, supposedly prescription medication. So I showed that film because oftentimes I think we have become relaxed in society about medication exchange. I know I was taught as a kid, you don't take other people's medication. You don't do it. And so, but we've kind of become relaxed. This is certainly a wake-up call. Secondly, I don't know if you all saw in the news recently, there was an individual who was busted with so much fentanyl, but he was taking this fentanyl and saying that, and I guess packaging it as oxycodone. So people were coming to him for oxycodone for pain, and they were getting fentanyl. And we know that people die in this country, in this state, in this city, in record numbers from fentanyl. And he was selling fentanyl, but indicating the pill was indicating that it was oxycodone. And so I wanted to share that with you all, just to trigger some thought about, how we proceed, as some of you are winding down with respect to treatment court. Some of you are right in the middle. Some of you are at the very beginning stages. The last thing that I wanted to point out by showing this video is that he had a cousin that knew he was taking he had taken a Percocet, maybe the week before, and she didn't say anything. She didn't tell anybody. She didn't warn anybody. And so now he took a pill the day before or a few days before what should have been a momentous occasion in his life. He's getting his braces off. I know for me, I have braces right now. My date is May 17th. I can't wait to get these suckers off my teeth. And I'm going, if I got to ski there, swim there, climb an ice mountain, they better be open and ready to take this out of my mouth. But a big day. He was getting his braces off and he was getting his driver's license. He was getting ready to graduate from high school. And now he's gone, taking what I'm sure he thought was a Percocet to relieve him of anxiety or whatever he was experiencing, and not knowing that it would cost him his life. So on this morning, as I'm doing your cases, I want your feedback from the video. And before case managers, before it's all over, everybody will have to watch that video, because the issue is real and we've become so relaxed and so cavalier. I just want to heighten the sense of, even if you're not, if buying prescription drugs is not your thing, just taking medication from someone could really potentially be life-threatening to you. So with that, I'm going to start with the two promotees on this morning. I have first up for promotion, Miss Cassandra Hess. Ms. Hess, you are up for promotion on this morning to phase 5. And I also have up for promotion this morning, LaQuisha Driver. You are up for promotion on this morning for phase 2. So let's start with Ms. Hess. I have case number Z806-7851. Ms. Hess, state your full name for the record, please.
Cassandra Hess.
Uh-oh, there we go. I can hear you. All right. Good morning, Ms. Hess. How are you this morning?
Good.
You doing good? You sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, maybe there's just a delay in your with your device.
Yeah, it might be. I've had problems with the reception with it before. So sometimes you can hear partially what I said and I'll have to repeat it. So apologize.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Ms. Hess, I want to get your reflection, your feedback from the video.
I'm just aware already about how the fentanyl going around, so I just agree with about the awareness about it, because there's been known for them pills coming from the pharmacy with fentanyl in it, and people didn't know. So I'm aware of that, and I think it's sad about the child losing his life over one pill.
Yeah, over one pill, it
And it
destroyed
seemed like
his
he had a
life.
big future ahead with health.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ms. Hess, on today, Mr. Yancey has made the recommendation to promote you to the final phase of our program. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about it.
All right, you ready to do it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey, tell Ms. Hess why you have recommended her for promotion today.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Hess has really taken this program seriously since she started with a lot of the things that she's done. A lot of not only effort was just completing a lot of the things she needed to complete, but also to separate herself from bad influences. She went through pretty extreme measures to make sure that she did that. So we applaud her for doing that. And everything we've asked her to do, she's been complying with it, and she's doing it, under some not the best of health circumstances. So she's really doing well. Only has a couple more things to really get completed. We're in the process of doing that as we speak. And
Has she completed all of the requirements of phase 4?
oh, I'm sorry. She has, Your Honor. She only has 2 requirements left really of the program, but she's completed all the phase 4 requirements. And never missed anything. So we really appreciate that. So she's, like I said, she's doing as well as can she possibly do. So we're always happy to see her, always happy to hear her feedback, and just appreciate her diligence in our program, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the team members asked to Ms. Hess and the recommendation for promotion?
Yes, Judge, thank you. No objection to the promotion. Congratulations, Ms. Hess. You're working the program. You have a great attitude. You took care of your problems up in the UP. And we know it wasn't easy, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work, Ms. Hess, and take care of yourself. I hope you can hear me.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Ms. Hess, when it started out, you were a little hesitant, but you made a decision early on to change, to look at things, to take a look at yourself, and you've made some great strides. And this is certainly a culmination of all the great decisions that you've made. And so congratulations on this promotion, ma'am. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Hess, going to phase 5, the final phase. Is not the time to get relaxed, not the time to let your guard down. Continue to work hard. Mr. Yancey, we should be working with her about her pro-social activities. We want to make sure that people know how to have a good time while they're doing the right thing and on track, so that when they're finished with us, they don't go out and just let their hair down too long, right? And so you'll be having some conversation with Mr. Yancey about that as well. I'm excited for you. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Hess on her promotion to phase 5. Congratulations, Ms. Hess. Congratulations. Awesome. All right, very good. Ms. Hess, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, we're going to have a face-to-face with Ms. Hess on April 6th of this year at 10:35 a.m.
All right, sounds good. Did you get that, Ms. Hess?
Yes, ma'am.
No, we can't do April.
Oh, we can't do April 10th?
No, the 6th.
It's a holiday. It's a holiday. The 6th is a holiday. Give us another day.
Wow, that's great. Okay.
My calendar.
How about we do Ms. Hess, can you come on a Monday? We could do April 3rd for a face-to-face.
Oh, that's fine.
April 3rd,
That's
Your
fine.
Honor, for a face-to-face at 10:35.
All right, April 3rd. I'm over here talking about, we got a holiday. What y'all talking about? I'm so excited. All right, April 3rd. You can do the face-to-face. Wonderful. So the 6th and the 7th case managers, that's off the table. All right, very good. Did you get your date, Ms. Hess, on the 3rd of April?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome.
Am I staying for the rest of court or?
No, ma'am, you are free to leave this morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. All right, let's go to our next, thank you. Our next promotee, Miss LaQuisha Driver. I have case number Z 8080861. Miss Driver, state your full name for me.
LaQuisha Driver.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
That's good. How have you been doing with working your program?
Good.
You're doing good. What does that mean to you, that you're doing good?
It feels great.
Okay, what feels great about it?
I just feel better. I'm moving in the right direction and I feel good.
All right, very good, very good. I know that there were some referrals that were done with respect to employment. How's that working out?
Well, I'm having transportation issues because the bus services doesn't run in my area. So that's an issue.
Okay, and you don't have anybody that can help you out with transportation?
Not at this moment. So I'm still working on that.
Okay, all right. Make sure you have some conversation with your case manager about your transportation issues to see, I can't say that we can, but to see if there's some assistance that we can provide with respect to working the program, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, awesome, awesome. Well, you have been recommended for promotion. I do want to hear, what are your thoughts about the video that you saw this morning?
Well, my thoughts are to just be careful and basically not be careful, but just don't take any pills that not prescribed to you. That's the main thing. Be careful with that. And it only take one time, to have that happen to you where you can be poisoned or take the wrong thing that you shouldn't be taking. So only take one time. So
only takes one time. Thank you, Ms. Driver.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm going to have Ms. Harris tell us why she has recommended you for promotion. Ms. Harris?
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Driver. So I'm recommending Ms. Driver for promotion because she has been compliant in her program. She came into us in December and started out a little rocky, but she really has turned it around. She's compliant with everything she's supposed to be doing. I've gotten positive feedback, from her providers. And she has been consistently working at the different requirements of her program and has completed everything for phase 1, has actually started some things that, normally I would have had her do in phase 2. And so now we're ready to start working towards those next goals that we can get, checked off and get her moving, even further into the right direction.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Harris. Anything from the team members as to Ms. Driver and the recommendation for promotion?
Yes, Judge, thank you. No objections to the recommendation for promotion. Congratulations, Ms. Driver, on your promotion day. You're working the program. You sound good, look good. You have a great attitude now. Keep up the good work and definitely talk to Mr. Yancey about the transportation issue. There are some things that we can do to help. Have a good day and be safe. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And Ms. Driver, I would also like to say congratulations on this promotion and certainly no objections to it. You certainly have done everything that's required of you in phase 1, and that's great to see, because it shows the confidence that we have in you, but also the confidence you have in yourself. So keep up the great work, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have any questions, Ms. Driver?
I don't.
All right. If no questions, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Ms. Driver on her promotion. Congratulations to you. You are on your way. Come on and do it. I think you asked about that promotion last time. When were you going to phase 2? And now you are here. So continue to work, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, what's next, Ms. Harris, for Ms. Driver?
Okay, had to unmute. I'm gonna have her scheduled for a face-to-face on March 23rd, 10:35 a.m.
Okay,
All right, very good. Sounds good. Do
yes.
well, Ms. Driver. Enjoy the rest of your day and congratulations to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, I am now ready. I'm going to go to phase 3 of 3. I have Robert Bishop. Good morning, Mr. Bishop.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning. How are you? Yes, sir. How are you this morning?
Excellent, Your Honor.
Very good. All right, Mr. Bishop, I have the following for you. Case number 210-564-8901. State your full name for the record, please.
Robert Brian Bishop.
All right, Mr. Bishop, things are going well for you?
Gold-plated problems.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gold-plated
Anything we
problems.
can help you with?
No, everything's going well. I'm excited about my art show coming up in April. I've been motivated to draw 2 or 3 portraits a day. It's going to be a local Detroit show at Eastern Market, and I may have over 60 drawings done to sell. So, yeah.
When is the art show?
It is April 23rd. I'm going to give Miss Cleveland a flyer. There's over 200,
Please.
I think there's 300 vendors, and they're all local Detroit entrepreneurs. And it's going to be at Eastern Market under the roof. And it's going to be wonderful. Hundreds of people there, springtime. And these pop-up shows are, I think, my niche. I'm thinking if I can find all these pop-up shows, because of COVID, is creating these pop-up shows that I can make it quite a good living. And I'm excited about my new job at Greenfield Village.
What? No, what are you doing at Greenfield Village?
Well,
Okay.
here's the long story short. I love the Greenfield Village and Henry Ford. I study it. If I wasn't an art teacher, I would have been a history teacher. So I have like the Henry Ford patches and Henry Ford. I got the Henry Ford Bible and museum. I've always wanted to give people tours, and so it's so weird. Like last year at the Firestone Farm, this guy was farming and everything, and he was a presenter, and he'd go in and they'd farm to table food. And I said, God, I would love to do this. So somebody said, do you work here? I said, no. And they go, well, I thought you did. And they said, well, they're hiring. I went online. The only presenter was that farmhand I wanted. Long story short, I went through a lot of reviews and I got the job. So I will be a presenter. Hey, it's hard though. I'll be from the 1880s in costume, plowing fields, taking care of the animals, all the animals year round. But there is one thing I'm really tremendous anxiety is my background check. They started that. I hope there's no problem with the DUI. That's my only. I don't think they'll hold that against me. I mean, Costco didn't.
I hope not.
When I was teaching,
I hope not.
I hope not either. But you know what? If it does happen, I'm ready for it. It just wasn't meant to be. That's the things that would make me
and you
drink.
will also be able to explain to them that I made some choices, but I also stood up and faced my issue.
Yes,
I've been in with the court almost 2 years, and I've done an exceptional job. And if we need to put something in writing that says you're in specialty court and you've been compliant with the program, we will do that. Okay.
Actually been 3.5 years if you count my probation before sobriety court. So long story short, I'm just crossing my fingers, and I really, I wasn't wanting to do anything but that. And I'm just hoping I can get this, but I'm not going to set myself up for failure. I mean, those are the things that used to make me drink if I didn't get what I wanted. So there's a lot of things that have happened that didn't go my way, but I just let it go. I get that monkey off my back. I just deal with it, grow up, and go on with the next thing. It's gold-plated problems. Yeah.
There you go. Well, there's an echo. I'm not certain.
Oh.
But Mr. Bishop, I'm very proud of you. I'm glad that you have tapped into your craft. I mean, you knew you had the talent, but now you are truly working it. And make sure you give Ms. Cleveland that information about the art fair at the Eastern Market. And so I hope that your parents are doing well.
You're doing real well. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, that's good to hear. And then I need to know, what was your takeaway from the video?
You know, the fentanyl thing, I'm so angry about it being so devastating. Like, it took Prince, it took Tom Petty, it took a lot of really good artists that, we'll never see that music for decades. It's really sad, really sad. I'm glad I was never, not to say I couldn't be, but I'm glad I was never gone that way. It scares the hell out of me. I won't even take a Tylenol. I mean, it's just crazy, this bill, what the kids have nowadays. I warn them all the time too when I'm in. I have three. I'm doing a lot of 12-step work. I have 3 sponsees, and I tell them, they're crossing dick. I said, please don't try. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's Russian roulette. It's Russian roulette.
Right.
What
And
it
what
is.
about the people who think they're getting one thing and they're getting something else? And I think that that's some of the messaging that has to go out too.
You see big
It's just don't take
celebrities.
the pill anyway.
You see high society people, all of them dead in their apartment. I mean, it's all over the place. It's nuts, sad. But yeah, that's a good video. Everyone needs to see that. So,
all right, Mr.
On a lighter note, Easter. Guess where I'm going Easter?
Where are you going
Joe Muir Buffet, Easter Buffet.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Taking my sponsor. You can't get in there because of COVID, they stopped it. I called and got a reservation. I'm gonna have a standing one every year because you can't get into this thing. It's amazing. It's my favorite restaurant. Besides the Whitney, I love Joe Muir. It is. I'm gonna have my sponsor, one of my sponsors, and my sponsee. I'm gonna take them, and yeah, I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to this.
That's awesome. Well, enjoy. Easter's right around the corner, so enjoy. All right, let me hear Miss Cleveland. Anything additional? Mr. Bishop did a good job reporting out. He seems to be doing very well. I've received no concerns, but I'll hear from you.
Your Honor, that is right. He is doing very well in the program. He is compliant with all the court's orders. As I have reported previously, he's completed his requirements. So right now he's doing the maintenance phase and he's doing it very well. I want to encourage him to continue going forward, looking forward to graduation. I'm sure he is. So
yes,
Your Honor, that's it. He's doing great.
All right, awesome. No issues with the Smart Start, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Not at all. They're
All
showing him
right.
as compliant, Your Honor.
I love it.
It's been a year. I've been on it for a year.
All right, well, look to hear from the Secretary of State. They make the determination as to when it's removed. So keep doing what you're doing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything else to Mr. Bishop?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the report as usual. You're working the program. I know you're gonna have success with this art show coming up, and I'm sure you're gonna sell all 60 paints and make a lot of money.
Thank you,
Keep up
sir.
the good work, Mr. Bishop.
Thank you, sir.
We're proud of you. Be
Thank
proud
you.
of yourself. You have a great talent. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And Mr. Bishop, if Mr. Reed is that interested, I might drive him over there on that Sunday to take a look at your art.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of vendors, a lot of good stuff.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, Ms. Cleveland will keep us apprised of it. Go ahead, Mr. Fikes.
Oh, no, good job, Mr. Bishop, as always, as Mr. Reed said, as always, you've made a decision, you've committed yourself to this process, you've committed yourself to yourself, and we're proud of you for that, sir.
Thank you. This program has gotten me where I'm at now. I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Okay, if nothing else, Ms. Cleveland, what's next?
Thank you, Your Honor. Because of the holidays that you all mentioned, I'm going to ask if he could have his face-to-face on March 30th, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
Got it.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Bishop?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wonderful. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. It's good to see you. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
Have a good holiday, and Glad you're getting
You
the braces
too.
off. I had them for years too. I know how that, and when you take them off, it feels so good. You're gonna rub your tongue
Yes,
like
sir.
this. It feels
Yes,
great.
sir. Yes, sir. This is my second go round, so I'm excited about it, okay?
Take care.
All
Thank
right, take care. Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Taylor, we are ready for you. I have for Mr. Eric Taylor, case number 200-452-6701. Mr. Taylor, unmute and state your full name for me.
Eric Dwayne Taylor.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm fair.
You're what?
I'm fair.
You're fair, just fair? That's like a C. What's going on?
Well, you know, I mean, I had problems with my car. Had the lights out for about 4 days. You know, it's not been pleasant. You know.
Okay. How have you handled that? I heard about some issues with the car. And this is dealing with your Smart Start device, right, Mr. Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, Mr. Yancey, I'd like for, this is Yancey, yes. Mr. Yancey, I'd like for you or maybe someone in administration, Mr. Wade or Mr. Morgan to reach out to Smart Start. Clients pay a lot of money to have this device. They do. They pay a lot of money. It's a lot of sacrifice, and the product has to work. And if it doesn't, it's not about waiting for somebody to return from vacation and all of that stuff. In my opinion, it's about bring your car in and we're going to put you in a new one so that you can be in compliance and so that there's no issue with your monitoring the time that he needs to be monitored by the Secretary of State. I don't think that Mr. Taylor should have to dance around or work with or anything like that. They pay too much money for that device. So I'd like some resolution to that on today.
Yes, and Judge, if I could amplify on that, because it appears that this device is draining his battery, so he's lost a battery, he may have lost an alternator. We don't know that yet, but I certainly agree with this court's recommendations of getting together, trying to figure out what the answer is with Smart Start, whether it's a new device, whether it's something else, whether something has to be fixed, at least get to the bottom of the problem. And I'd be happy to join in a conference call with Mr. Yancey and Mr. Taylor or anyone else. If that needs to be done, I'll make myself available as well, because I feel likewise, he's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place for something he didn't do.
And they installed it. And what we do know is that when they install them, they're not draining. We have them installed in a number of participants' cars, and they're not draining batteries and destroying alternators. So something is not right. And Mr. Taylor didn't install it. So the people who installed it needs to replace it. I don't care about fixing it. Replace it and install it right.
Yes.
So, Mr. Yancey, if we can make that happen today, and if I need to intervene, I prefer not to. By all means, let me know. But you can let them know that the court's position is that he shouldn't have to dance around this. Get him in. He's paying this money, not miss the payment, right?
No.
I know, because they would be buzzing us up and knocking on our doors and peeking through our windows to let us know. And so you've not done that. And so we want that, and I don't want you to miss your time that you have to be monitored by the Secretary of State. I want you to be on track with that. You've worked hard for that privilege. And so, Mr. Yancey, if we could today, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Taylor, what else is going on with you?
All right. Well, we got that resolved. Well, I'm just, I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything was going like real smooth, to get my license back, you know what I mean? And start driving and doing regular things, you know what I mean? And then, that just threw, and I got to apologize to Mr. Yancey, because when I called him, I was like kind of frustrated, you know what I mean? And,
you were nice to Mr. Yancey, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't nothing inappropriate. He said, I could tell in your voice there's something wrong. So, I mean, and
Yeah.
he said we handle it, and then Mr. Fikens just gave told me how we gonna pursue with this. So I think we're gonna
Yes.
be okay.
Yes, you are going to be okay. Yes, you are, but I want this to take priority. So if we could get a follow-up on today, that would be awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Yes,
All
Judge.
right. All right, very good. Other than that, you work in your program.
Oh yes, I am. Yes.
All right, very good. Are you having any issues?
No, 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 no. That was my. I honestly, everything was going smooth until this incident with the car. The program, everything was going real smooth. I mean, that next
Okay.
step, driving and stuff, and I mean, you have bumps and bruises sometimes. So, you could,
Of course.
I ain't gonna say patch them up or bandage them up, but they could be fixed.
It can be fixed. All right. Very good. I love your attitude. I love the fact that you're not being defeated by this, but we
No,
are going to work to get it fixed. Okay.
no, I appreciate it, Judge.
All right. Awesome. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I mean, I'm good.
Good. All right,
Yes.
Mr. Yancey. Anything additional as to Mr. Taylor?
I don't think so, Your Honor. He's been in compliance, in full compliance with our program. He's been doing great. I know he looks forward to getting this resolved. I appreciate Attorney Fikens offering to assist also. So, as usual, a team can go further than the one. So appreciate everybody. And I know Mr. Taylor was frustrated, but we're gonna work it out. So other than that, he's in compliance with where he should be at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Taylor, good report. You have a good attitude. What's going on? I'm sure we're going to get this straightened out. Keep working the program, sir. You're doing a great job. We know it's not easy. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And I'd just like to point out, Mr. Taylor, when I talked to you in the breakout room, and every time I've always seen you, you talk of and you are a person of figuring out problems. There are problems that you get. You don't get overwhelmed by them. Sit down, you reason them out.
Can somebody please stop their phone?
Yeah, because
Go
I
ahead,
didn't hear
Mr.
him.
Fikens.
Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Go ahead. He didn't hear you, Mr. Fikens.
I said all nice things about you, Mr. Taylor. Promise, I did.
Okay.
I know you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work, sir. You're a problem solver, and that's great. And you're going to get this problem solved.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
All right. Awesome. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor. We want to have a face-to-face with Mr. Taylor on March 30th at 10:35.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, I did. You say 10:45?
Or 10:35, and I'll adjust the time to meet your needs if I can.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Taylor, hang in there. Ms. Yancey, you'll get back to me today regarding what's going on, and that they were able, I just need to know that they were able to resolve it and how, and that they are going to do it expeditiously, not have him waiting around.
Yes, Your
Okay?
Honor. And Mr. Taylor, if you can get me to the time that I get finished with court before I.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have an appointment with them on the 20th. So, I don't know, should I go in, I mean.
Well, just don't cancel the appointment, and then we'll try to get that resolved before then.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. If nothing else, enjoy the rest of your day. Keep up the great work that you're doing. Okay. And thank you for giving us an opportunity to get that situation squared away.
I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, very good. Give me 1 second. All right, let's keep going. I am ready now on Mr. Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Excellent.
You are excellent. Oh my goodness. I want to know what's excellent. What's going on with you? You look like you're excellent today. All right, Mr. Williams. Let me just place your case number on the record very quickly. I have for Derek Williams, Z8082461. State your full name for the record.
Derek Williams.
All right, what's going on that's excellent? I want to know.
I'm just working the program. I'm feeling good about it every day. You know, I'm staying positive about myself, being optimistic about my future. Still looking for a job, but you know, I'm gonna let that hold me back. Just staying away from drugs and bad influences of people. Just focusing on myself right now.
There you go. You're focusing on you, and you're pretty important. That's a good thing to focus on. You. Yes, sir. How are they treating you where you are?
I treat good.
All right. And how are you
no
treating them?
I'm treating them the same way. No issues at all.
All right. That's what I want to hear. Very good. Very, very good. All right. You saw the video on this morning. Tell me your thoughts.
Yeah, time I keep seeing these videos, it just kind of strengthen my mind more to not just go back to any drug use, period, like opioids. Like, this is crazy how you want to get something and there's something else inside of it. Videos of like, okay, somebody got some pills to sell you, but then it's fentanyl inside. That's crazy. Anybody to do anything to make $1. It's sad to see that young kids, like he was just graduating high school, and it's like, you know, it's just sad to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Had no idea what he was taking, right?
Right.
And I'm sure he probably trusted the person.
Yeah, that's what it be. Just that influence. They give you that influence, trust them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Mr. Williams, you are doing a great job. I'm going to hear from Ms. Cleveland. Anything additional to report out on Mr. Williams? I know that he's in compliance with his programming. He's doing well with the provider. Anything else to provide for the court this morning?
No, Your Honor, I actually want to let him know that I have some resource information for him because as he mentioned, he's looking for another employer. And we had a very good presentation yesterday. So I have that information from him. I'm going to forward it to his email so that he can look into that. I think that will help him in his search, and also give him some good skills and training that will help him in the future and develop a career path. So I'm hopeful that he'll take advantage of that, Your Honor. Other than that, he's doing exactly what he needs to be doing. He's in a very good place, and I just want to encourage him to continue working very hard like he has been doing, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Williams? He's doing a great job.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Mr. Williams. You're working the program. We know it's not easy. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Good to see you. Take care of yourself and be safe, Mr. Williams. Thank you.
And I'd like to add, Judge, Mr. Williams, you're doing a great job, and it's good to see you doing that. You just rock steady. Keep up the great work, sir. You deserve it.
There you go. Very good. All right, Mr. Williams, any questions for the team?
No, not at the moment.
All right, then what's next for Mr. Williams?
Thank you, Your Honor. He's phase 3, so he would be having a face-to-face on March 23rd, 2023 at 10:35 a.m.
Awesome. Did you get that, Mr. Williams?
I'll write it down right now. March 23rd.
Yes.
10:30.
10:35.
All right.
Thank you. All right, awesome. Okay, if nothing else, enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, I need to switch over to the Wayne County Jail. Who do we have from the jail this morning? Does anyone know who's at the jail? Mr.
Foy, Aaron Foy.
Is that Mr. Foy?
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Foy, and good morning at the Wayne County Jail. Did someone reach out to Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens? He's coming into our Wednesday specialty court. We did get a report from forensics on yesterday. There was an offer that was made. The people indicated, Ms. Rogers indicated that she would be making an offer. We'd like to get that plea on today, and then I'll hear from our Wednesday specialty court how they want to process him on today. Ms. Taylor, are you on for Mr. Foy?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. Good morning. And I
Okay,
did just
good
speak with
morning.
Miss Rogers, the prosecutor. She says she'll be ready in about 10 minutes because she has to put that offer on the record.
Okay, all right, very good. So if the jail could just be so patient with us on this morning. We're waiting on the prosecutor to get an offer so that we can get Mr. Foy squared away. And then Miss Taylor, what will be your pleasure as far as processing him today? Did Miss Jackie get back with you on a recommendation?
Not yet, Your Honor. I know that we don't want to keep him, hold him too long at the jail, but
Oh,
if
no.
we can, if we have to do another date, if we're not able to admit today, can we put him on for Monday?
Okay, yes, I will give some consideration to that. He was qualified, right? Did you all already go through eligibility?
I believe we did. We talked about that already. I think the only thing was he just hadn't took a plea yet and we needed those results.
All right, so if we can get a plea on today, and then if you can get with Miss Jackie to see if there's a recommendation, because for us, waiting till Monday may not seem like a lot of time, but to the person that's there, it may. See if we can. I don't know that we can, but see if we can get that recommendation from Miss Jackie and see if we can facilitate that recommendation, and then we can do his intake on Monday.
Right, Judge. And I did reach out to her about that yesterday. I'll just, circle back and reach out again because I hadn't got any updates yet.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. So thank you at the jail. As soon as the prosecutor is able to get on, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, can you ask Ms. Rogers to at least send the offer to one of the attorneys so that they can talk to Mr. Foy, and that way we don't waste a lot of time?
Sure thing.
Yes. Your Honor, I did text Miss Rogers. I'm waiting on.
Oh, okay. All right, and when
And
she
then-
responds, let Ms. Wilson know so she can place you all in a breakout room, and at least you can get that process underway.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Let's keep going. I am ready on Mr. Connor. No, I have to have some conversation. I got a message regarding Mr. Connor, and so I'm just getting it, and I need a moment. All right, very good. Let's go to Mr. Glassbrook. Good morning, Mr. Glassbrook.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sorry, I was on a little different
That's
scenario.
okay. All right, how are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually at work this time instead of being stuck at home. I figured I could kill two birds with one stone, I guess they say.
All right, well, let's do it. I have case number Z8086761. State your full name for me.
Donald Scott Glassbrook.
All right, Mr. Glassbrook, how are you doing with working your program?
Sticking to it. We're seems that everything's working itself out. I actually reached out to my union representative I'm supposed to be starting some training this month, and he said that he should have me back to work with another company by the beginning of April. And I'm keeping myself really busy right now. I got all kinds of work going on. Like I said, I'm at work, as we speak. So it was good. That downtime this winter was kind of rough on us, everybody financially, and we're just bouncing back now, I guess.
All right, very good. How are you feeling about your progress so far in the program?
Great. It's just more of a routine now. I stick to it. Yeah, just work, home, and as I always say, every time I see you, my daughter's my priority. So that's what we're working for. We got her into a big girl bed this time. So I got her out of her crib and got her into a toddler bed, and she's just growing up so fast.
Yes, and they do. And they do. All right, Mr. Glassbrook, you had an opportunity to watch the video on this morning. Is that correct?
I did.
Feedback.
Actually, the one point that I kind of took out of it is, it is very sad what they're doing, how everybody's kind of manipulating the drugs that these people are taking, but I just couldn't help but realize the effect that it took on everyone besides, the guy that actually passed away. So, his family, it's just such a big ripple effect, the cousins, uncles, mothers, aunts.
Yes, I'm glad you brought that point up. The impact that it has on everybody who cares about the individual. Yeah,
Yep.
that devastation will probably last a lifetime, right?
Oh yeah, because he was so young, and you think you're young and invincible, and some little hiccup happens, and it just affects not only you, just everyone near you. So that's kind of where I've spoke about my daughter, and then that popped into my head, and that's always what I'm thinking about anyway. So I'm thinking, if I did something like that, how would it affect her, and everyone else dealing with her? And it's just it's a nightmare. So
Yeah, it's a
really
nightmare. Yes, yes. And that's why I wanted to share it, just so eye-opener, just for information, something to think about, something to really just think about. And so listen, Mr. Glassbrook, it's my understanding you're working your program, that you are in compliance. I'm excited for you about your progress. I'm excited that your daughter is getting the best version of you as you're working to get to a great place in recovery. And so let me have, is this Mr. Griffin or Ms. Harris's case?
Yeah, that's Mr. Griffin's case. He did update me about
Okay,
Mr.
go ahead, Mr.
about
Yancey.
Mr. Glassbrook, and he is in phase 1, so he's been in our program not that long, but according to all the notes and all the good stuff I see, he's in full compliance. Like he said, he got a routine and he's sticking with it, and I think sticking with that routine is going to definitely bring him start him off and keep him on a pace of success with our program. So for everything I see, he's in full compliance. All is well with Mr. Glassbrook, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Glassbrook?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Glassbrook, good report. You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Ask questions. You're doing a great job so far. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on the job and the job training. I know that's going to help you a lot. Be safe, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, you've hit the ground running. We appreciate that. Keep up the great work. We're proud of you for what you've done. Keep it up.
Thanks, guys.
All right, awesome. Do you have any questions, Mr. Glassbrook?
I don't.
All right, what's next, Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. His next date on Zoom with us will be March 23rd at 8:45, Your Honor.
Sounds good. At 8:45, right?
March 23rd.
Yes.
I have it.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Very good, very good. Mr. Glassbrook, enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Great. Thank you. I love you too.
All right, thank you. All right, I need to have Ms. Harris and Mr. Connor in a breakout room. One of the attorneys should be sent there as well. You should note that Prosecutor Rogers is in the courtroom. Are you ready to go on the record for the jailer?
I'm putting an offer on it right now and I'll give it to Mr. Fiken. So I'm not, this is on Mr. Foy, correct?
Yes.
So I'm not quite ready. I'll be ready soon though.
All right, very good.
Good.
And then I'll join you all in that breakout room. Yes.
May I go in the breakout room with Ms. Harris and Mr. Connor?
All right, thank you, Ms. Wilson. If you could do that, that would be great. And then I will join you all. Mr. Rice, why are you just getting into my courtroom? I don't have a 9:43 docket.
Excuse me, Miss Judge Holmes, my phone wouldn't let me in. I've been on since 8:45. It wouldn't let me in. I guess you guys didn't bring me in at the time. I'm not for sure, but I
Right,
was
so
on
I
here.
put on, there was a video that everybody has to watch, and once it starts, I have her put the waiting room on. So you in good shape. Can we do Mr. Rice very quickly before I go to the breakout room?
Yes, Shannon.
Yes. All right, awesome. I have for Mario Rice, Z806-6581. Mr. Rice, state your full name for me.
Mario Lee Rice.
Mr. Rice, I haven't seen you, feels like in months and Sundays. Where have you been?
Recovering from my surgery.
I know, and you look good. Recovery went well?
Yeah, I'm still recovering. It's been a little process, but everything is going fine. I can only just, wait for the time of me healing.
All right, are you doing everything that you are supposed to be doing for your
Yes,
health?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm eating better. And I got 2 new additions to the family. My son just had twins last week.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. Oh my goodness. Boys, girls, or both?
2 girls, Gabby and Abby.
Gabby and Abby. I
Yes, ma'am.
love it. Oh.
So I'm a proud grandfather once again. I got a chance to see him. But I just been kind of, staying, on my feet, trying to stay off my feet with it so everything heals right. I'm basically just really there when a hole is closing up on my stomach. So I just been doing my little walk around the house like they asked me to do, staying off my feet, eating good, and just trying to get ready to get back in this society to do the right thing, to keep doing the right thing rather.
All right,
all I can
Mr.
do
Rice,
is-
you working? Go ahead.
I just want to, I said I wanted to keep on pushing and give back from what I learned. I just haven't had a chance to get out there to still fulfill what I have. But I do got my cousin. He's going to come through the program as well because he's going through little things. So me and him have been sitting down talking. And I have reached out to a couple of my little family members over at the church. We still talk a lot, So I'm just trying to take it day by day and stay focused. I'm ready for these 2 new grands.
I love it. I love it. You look like you're doing well, and you are
Yeah.
still working your program. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Every day.
Yes, sir.
Because I can't get out there. I can't get to them. It's a phone call away.
There you go. Very good. I love it, Mr. Rice. Listen, I have seen you just evolve in this program, and it has been awesome. It has been awesome to watch.
I can say the love that I got from you guys, who would want to change that?
Come on. Come
Who
on.
would really want to
Yes,
change
sir.
that?
There you go. Listen, I want you to keep up the great work that you're doing. Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Yancey, what do you want to add about Mr. Rice? It's so good to see him. It's just been a while.
It's good to see you guys too. Y'all stay on my mind. I'll be asking, I wonder what they doing and what they thinking. I hope they thinking good, but I am.
Yes, sir. We are thinking good. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Shannon. He's been doing well. I've kept up with him a little bit. since his surgery. So, you know, it was something major. So, you know, he's not at 100%, but he's hanging in there. He's doing well. He's, you know, optimistic about everything. And as far as his, you know, conditions, he's still in compliance. So, I think once he really heals up, then we can keep pushing forward. But he's good right now, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, very good. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Rice?
Judge, I'd certainly like to add that, Mr. Rice, it is great to see you as always.
You as well.
Yeah, it's just good to see you. We're so proud of you and all the things that you're doing and have done. I wish you, I thought about you and wish you a speedy recovery, and it's just great to see you now in person or in Zoom person at any rate. So keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you. I surely will.
Yes, sir.
I know you will.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Rice? Unmute for me.
Yes, Your Honor. We're gonna have I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Rice on March 30th at 10:35.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Rice?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want you to continue to do well, continue to take good care of yourself.
I
and
am.
then I'll see you soon.
Okay, is it possible that I can say one thing? I wanted to,
Yes, sir, Mr. Yancey, I have to mute you. Somebody in your office is.
I just wanted to say to the new guys and new women that's coming in this program, please keep your head up. It's easy. Anything you can accomplish if you just put your mind to it. Don't let no distractions. I was hearing about the video, and that's one route you don't want to go, because I lost a son at a young age as well. So yes, it really will affect you, but with the help that the court is giving you, just reach out and you will get everything you need. That's all you got to do is just stick and stay, and don't be scared to ask. That's what they're here for, to help us. So as that being said, you guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much.
You too, Mr. Rice. Thank you. Good to see
You're very
you,
welcome.
sir.
Good to see
All
you
right,
as
I'll
well.
see you next go round. All
Thank
right,
you.
bye-bye.
Mhm.
All right.
Your Honor.
Mr. Fikens, did you get the offer?
I did, Judge. If I could be placed in a breakout room with the jail, if they have that capabilities, I would like that.
Yes, for the Wayne County Jail, you're going to get an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation from Mr. Foy. Yes, Ms. Cleveland, I need to go to a breakout room. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just gonna ask if Mr. Staples made it back to the room, and then I'm gonna send you his things from today. Okay.
All right, no problem. Miss Wilson, I'm gonna get on my phone, and then I'm gonna have you turn the volume in here all the way down so that the courtroom cannot hear. I need to have a discussion with the
Ask Ms. Wilson to send my cell phone to the breakout room with Ms. Harris. Oh, no, I can do it. I could do it. Oh, no, I can't do it because I don't have post abilities anymore on the computer. Let me see if I can just. Yeah, ask her to send me.
Ms. Wilson, can you send the judge's cell phone to the breakout room with Ms. Harris?
It's asking me to join the breakout room.
I didn't do anything breakout room.
room.
Not working. They're in breakout room too.
I got it. All right, for the matter of Christopher Connor, I have case number 19044115001. I did a breakout room with Mr. Connor, Attorney Reed, Case Manager Harris, because of some concern that was raised about Mr. Connor. And so his return to court date is going to be March 16th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. He was given an order of some things that he needs to provide to his case manager. Ms. Harris was also informed that she has to validate that information and to make sure that it is accurate, to explain some things, some events that are going on with him. And so I will see him next week to get an update. With that, are we ready to go to Mr. Foy?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do we have, there's Ms. Taylor. File, I brought down Mr. Foy. Here we go. And then Ms. Taylor, I don't know if you all have heard that they have Sherry Ann Williams. So
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
excited to hear that. You see me, my eyes?
Mm-hmm, mine's too.
Okay.
So
All right.
excited.
I know. Let's do it. Before I do that, I had some individuals, I had an 8:30 matter that was scheduled for formal hearing. Have the parties shown up on the 8:30 matter? Did the defendant's attorney show up? Because it's a civil infraction.
Yes, he did, Your Honor.
Okay, is he still in the courtroom?
No, he is not.
So he left?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I see Attorney Yatuma is here. Was he in, who was? No, help me out. I'm doing too much.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Attorney Yatuma. You're here on Mr. Al-Qawi?
Correct, Your Honor. There were two tickets. I'm not sure if you recall last time. One for tinted windows that got dismissed, and one for basic speed violation that got reduced to defective equipment. My client made a payment on the tinted windows portion of the ticket and not the defective equipment. So I just want to make sure if was taken care of.
I have him on here. You're on here for, let me make sure. I'm not looking at the right person. That's a different matter. Would you please reach out to my clerk to make sure that that's all taken care of?
I will. I'll give him a call. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 313-965-2280. All right, I was looking at the wrong name. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go, Miss Taylor. Let's do it. I'm ready for Mr. Aaron Foy. I have case number U582-81920, U582-85320, U582-89420. With the Wayne County Jail unmute, and Mr. Foy, oh, you are unmuted. Mr. Foy, please state your name.
Aaron Foy.
All right, good morning, Mr. Foy.
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Fikens, did you go in the breakout room with Mr. Foy?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, tell us what we're doing.
Judges, there's an open intoxicants claim, which the prosecutor has indicated would form the basis for him coming into a specialty court program.
Okay.
That would be unreduced, although it is under a delayed sentence, which I interpret as being, as long as he does the program correctly, it would be dismissed upon completion of the program. My client does wish to accept the terms as to the other matters this court read. I believe they're being dismissed pursuant to the plea, and we stand ready to tender the plea on the one matter.
All right, but the two matters that are being dismissed per the plea that I have before me is contingent upon his successful completion of specialty court. So if he does not complete specialty court, these two matters will be reinstated.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Do you understand that, Mr. Foy?
Yes, I do.
please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in these matters, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea on one of the matters today, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything other than your plea in this matter?
No, sir.
Sir, I direct your attention back to the date and time of the citation. On that date, and at that time, were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes, sir, I was.
And did you have open alcohol on a public street or sidewalk?
Yes, I did.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I am referring you to our specialty court. The remaining two matters will be dismissed. However, the dismissals are contingent upon successful completion of our specialty court program. Your failure to successfully complete specialty program will result in the dismissals being set aside, and then you'll have to proceed with respect to those charges. With that, Ms. Taylor, were you able to get a response from Ms. Jackie?
No, not at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, so what's your recommendation?
I would recommend that we schedule Mr. Foy for a hearing on Monday, March 13th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m., where then we will have we will have recommendations as well as a transition plan for Mr. Foy.
All right, Mr. Fikens, any objection?
No, Your Honor, we discussed this. We talked about, he first of all, I will say that he is eager and coming into the program. I'm happy for that. I think he wants to come into this program. He sounds enthusiastic to me, so I'm happy for that. We realize that he realizes that we talked about his intake and that has to be processed. So we're aware of that, Judge. So we don't have any objections. The quickest time, the better. It's always better to have people in treatment than in jail, Your Honor, as this court knows.
Yes. All right, very good. Then Ms. Taylor, I'm going to follow your recommendation. I will schedule him. You want to do it over Zoom or have them bring him in?
Over Zoom.
All right, I'll schedule it for March 13th, 2023 at 9:00 a.m. And so on that particular matter that he's pled guilty, the bond will remain.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Actually, can it be in person because he'll have to sign his contract? I'm sorry, the order.
Okay, all right, very good. So let's bring him in person. All right, wonderful. And then we'll get him squared away from there. Anything else for my consideration here on this matter?
No, Judge.
Nothing else. All right. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail for your patience. Yes, Attorney Reed.
Is the court's order that he be dressed out and brought over to the court on Monday? Is that what the court's order is?
Yes, with his belongings.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Very good. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Ms. Taylor.
Yes. And Your Honor, I know that the jail also has Deleon Thomas. He's at that same location. So I know they wanted to swap those two out and do him next.
All right, let's get Mr. Thomas on. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
And then did an attorney check in for Akins for the first case, the civil infraction? Did anybody check in with my clerk? I see Attorney Goldman is on. Sir, are you on for Akins? If you all see people on the screen, please find out what they're here for. Let me know.
Yeah, Mr. Goldman is for Al Kawali.
All right, thank you. That's at 10:00 a.m. sentencing. And Ms. Brimage, we need Ms. Brimage for that, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And so counsel, Mr. Goldman, hopefully you've had an opportunity to see the pre-sentencing investigation report. And we'll go from there, okay?
I have.
All right, very good. And then, so Ms. Mack, who checked in? Never mind, I picked up the phone. So I thought I saw another time that was in my courtroom. And so the defendant never signed in anything on that 8:30? Never can. Okay, I'm gonna call Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm gonna call that 8:30 very quickly. I have for Dennis Akins, case numbers SP 1427872, counts 1 and 2. Both of those matters were scheduled for formal hearing on this morning at 8:30 a.m. I'm satisfied that I've given the defendant ample time to appear. He has failed to do so. Kate, I'm sorry, both of these will be entered as default judgments. Thank you.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. And then I see that Mr. Thomas has joined us. Can you please, let me see. Yes, there we go. Who is this on? All right, for Mr. Thomas, I have case number 20045800601 and case number Z789707. Mr. Thomas, please state your full name for the record.
Deleon Tyrell Thomas.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Thomas.
Same to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Mr. Thomas, did they have an opportunity to talk with you about where you are going when you discharge from the jail?
I spoke with someone yesterday, but they didn't say address.
I'm sorry?
I spoke with someone yesterday, but they didn't tell me what address.
All right, let me hear from Ms. Taylor. I'm gonna need you all to turn him. I'm having a hard time hearing him. All right, Ms. Taylor?
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Thomas was seen and assessed by the jail navigator on yesterday, March 8th, 2023, where he was deemed to be a good fit for the jail navigator program. He will be monitored by the jail navigator for 8 weeks. He will be provided all re-engagement interventions, including assistance with housing and behavioral services. They will reinstate him with team for his services, and he was referred to Christian Guidance Center for a residential placement. And they will accept him. He has to go within 48 hours.
All right, very good. Did you all recommend, you didn't recommend a tether, right?
No.
All right, Mr. Thomas, did you hear what Ms. Taylor stated about you?
Yes.
All right, they're gonna send you to the Christian Guidance Center. The navigator is going to work with you. And while you are there and working the program, they're gonna work with you so that ultimately you will be established with independent living. How does that sound to you?
It sounds okay. It sound right.
All right, but I need your help, Mr. Thomas. Would you like to know what I need your help with?
What's that?
I need you, when you go there, I need you to follow the rules. I need you to be respectful. I need you to not become combative or aggressive with the staff there, because what's going to happen if you do those things, you're going to go back to the Wayne County Jail. I don't want you to be in jail. I want you to be where you can live in the free world and where we can get you ready to live on your own for good. Okay, but I need your help. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Thomas.
Ms. Shannon, can I say something?
Did he say
Judge
Shannon?
Holmes, Judge Holmes.
He said Miss Shannon. He said
Oh,
Miss
okay,
Shannon.
all right, all right, all right. You scared me, Mr. Thomas. Go ahead, because I was about to say, Mr. Thomas, what you want to say to me? Go ahead.
Yeah, they, 36 district, they had a $10,000 bond with a narcotic remand on me. Y'all gonna take that off?
We're gonna take it off once we get you to where you're going.
Oh, because that was holding me up.
Oh, no, it's some other things that was holding you up. You were in services and you became combative. They could not keep you there because you posed a threat to the staff. And so you have been doing the things to hold you up. We're trying to move you forward, but we need you to help us, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any questions for the team?
No.
All right, so his order will indicate that I'm gonna reduce his bond to a personal bond. The condition will be that he is to be released to Christian Guidance Center only, where he must remain until further order from the court. And so Ms. Taylor, Ms. Mack may need the address to put in the order as well.
Yes.
So if you could send that to her. All right, wonderful. I'm going to do a return to court date for Mr. Thomas. I'd like to see him next week on the 15th, March 15th, 2023. That will be it would have to be at 8:35 a.m. and it'll be by way of Zoom. So I'll see you next week, Mr. Thomas, but you're gonna be leaving within either today or tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
All right, now I'm counting on you to really work with me, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Thomas. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself. All right, thank you. Thank you at the Wayne County Jail.
Yeah.
Thank you, we're all done. Ms. Mack, can you reach out to Mr. Morgan to find out what they're doing with Sherian? Wonderful, all right, because she should be at the DDC.
Yeah, they're trying to get her there. They have her in custody. The police have her in custody. They're taking her to the DDC.
Okay, wonderful, and I want to get her arraigned so they don't just cut her loose.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. All right, to be updated, Ms. Taylor.
Thank you so much. Let me know when y'all need me.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Bye.
All right, Ms. Brimage, good morning to you.
Good morning, how are you?
I am well. How are you this morning, Ms. Brimage?
I'm good.
All right, are you ready to do sentencing? I have not seen the PSI. Can I get it?
Sorry.
All right, very good. Thank you. And council has had an opportunity to review it, I believe. He indicated, did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
All right, council, you did tell me you had an opportunity to read the report.
I did, and I sent it to my client and she read it, so we're all good.
Attorney Goldman, I did submit a revised one. Did you receive the revised one?
Is the revised one the one that's the PDF? Or you probably don't know. I got two of them. So
Okay.
which is the more recent one?
The more recent one, I added.
Give me 1 second. 1 second. I need you all can talk. I need to go off the screen for a moment. I need to read the report very quickly.
Okay.
Officer.
Can me and Attorney Goldman go in the breakout room very quickly?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
I am ready for sentencing. I have the following. Case number Z8087331 for Ms. Alkawi. Counsel, your appearance.
May it please the court, Ezra Goldman on behalf of Ms. Alkawi.
Thank you. And then Ms. Alkawi, if you could unmute and state your name for the record.
My name is Dania Alkawi.
Thank you and good morning to both of you.
Morning.
All right, Ms. Brimmicks, your appearance, and then you may proceed
Jasmine
with
Brimage
the
on behalf,
highlights of your report.
Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department.
All right, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Your Honor, I did complete an interview with Ms. Alkawi. She indicated that she's a 23-year-old single female who resides in the city of Detroit. She reported that she was born in Fairfax, Virginia, and raised in Yemen until 2016 when her family moved to Detroit. She reported that she graduated from Detroit International Academy in 2018, and she received an associate's degree in science and general studies from Henry Ford College in 2020. She indicated that she is employed. She's been her current employer for 1 year, and she denied any other sources of income. She described her physical health as good and her mental health is stable. The assessment completed on February 8th indicated that, well, the recommendation was that she attend intensive outpatient treatment, ASAM level 2. Her driver's license is restricted through May 15, 2023. This is her first offense, her first criminal conviction. And the probation recommendation is 12 months. Well, the sentencing recommendation is 12 months, shall not consume any alcohol beverage, shall not use or possess any illegal substances, submit to random urinalysis testing, attend outpatient substance abuse treatment until medically discharged, complete the alcohol highway safety, the victims impact panel, and the marijuana insight program. She did submit proof of having a medical marijuana card. Also submit proof of employment and submit proof of education and pay the $35 a month in supervision fees.
All right, thank you, counsel. You've had an opportunity to review the PSI report. You've also had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Brimage. Is there anything that you'd like to add to the record?
Yes, Your Honor, a couple of things. First of all, I'd like to highlight, and actually it's literally highlighted, so it's bold in the recommendation. But Ms. Alkawi scored very low. She has very low score for likelihood of repeated criminal behavior, and she has a low score for substance abuse disorders. And it's a problem that I talk about with judges all the time, but I think the test is designed to score people for marijuana, even though we are in a place right now where the law in Michigan allows marijuana and people have medical marijuana cards. So I think it is saying that she may have an addiction because of the marijuana, not because of the alcohol. And I want to point out something that is not in the recommendation, which maybe the probation officer's discretion was correct, but I think in this moment I'm safe to say it. Ms. Alkawi is a Muslim, and that is important because I know the court sees a lot of people that drink because they have peer pressure to drink, and they are in a society of people that drinks, and their friends and their family all drink, and it's very hard to stop drinking when everybody around you is drinking. But we don't have this problem in this case. She has the opposite. She has peer pressure to not drink, and she is embarrassed that she drank at all, let alone to have an alcohol-related conviction. So to the extent that somebody is likely to reoffend because they have societal pressures, I just want the court to understand Ms. Alkawi has the opposite societal pressure. I think the recommendation is fair. I don't, 12 months is perfectly fair. I don't really, if we take marijuana out of the equation, I don't really think there's reason to think she needs intensive outpatients. I don't think she's going to drink, and I don't think she's tempted to drink. And, I leave to the court's discretion. I know that the court is very sensitive to drinking and handles the specialty court, what have you, but I really think this is a one-time offense for Ms. Alkawi.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gold. Miss Alcowy, is there anything you'd like me to know about you?
I'm trying to go back to school, hopefully. And with Amazon, they have a program, but it's out of state. So I'm trying to finish with all this process and hopefully apply for it.
All right, very good. All right, counsel, I understand and respect your concerns that you brought up, but there are a couple of concerns that I want to bring up before I do my sentencing. When Ms. Alcowy presented here at 36th District Court, she was a very different person than what we see on the screen today. She did not have on her Muslim attire. In fact, she was borderline dressed inappropriately. High heels, tight clothes. And it was, and that was very, very shocking to me. And so I understand that you believe your client does not need some type of substance use therapy. I'm going to differ from I'm going to just a little bit. I want her to be assessed to make sure that there's nothing going on. If she's assessed and the professional says she does not need any help with substance or any other kind of help, then I'm good with it, okay? I'm not gonna order her to treatment because I don't feel that I'm equipped to say somebody needs treatment. Fair enough? Get her assessed. We'll get her assessed, okay?
Can I say something?
Yes, sure you can.
I wasn't wearing heels or tight clothes. The only thing is with the scarf, my family knows about it. It's acceptable sometimes if we don't wear the scarf.
And I don't remember the incident the court was referring to either, Your Honor. Is it at all possible we're not talking about the same person?
I was not wearing heels or tight.
Miss Brimage?
The day she came in, she did have on heels and she had on jeans. I remember them and her hair was down. She didn't have a wrap on.
I never wear heels.
Okay.
With my work, like I cannot handle heels at all. With my
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
So, listen, I just want the record to be clear because she's presenting one way and this is the second time she's presented this way in the virtual courtroom, but when she came to 36th District Court, she presented a different way. And counsel, I'm just telling you that I'm going to have her assessed to make sure that there's nothing going on. I'm just going to have her assessed. I'm not ordering her to treatment. I'm going to have her assessed and I want to know what the professional says and then we'll go from there. And I think that that's fair. Okay?
Agreed.
All right. If nothing else, here's my sentencing. I am going to place her on a 12-month probation, during which time she shall not consume any alcohol. She cannot possess or use any illegal substances. She has to submit to random testing a minimum of 2 times per week, which that may change as she progresses on during her probation counsel. But for now, that's where we'll start. She must be assessed for substance abuse treatment and or mental health treatment. So let's get her assessed. And I just want the results, what they recommend, okay? So that's just going to be an assessment. She must also complete the Victims Impact Panel, the Alcohol Highway Safety Education Program, Level 1. She has to watch the Consequences video and attend the Marijuana Insight Program. And that's just a 1-day where they talk about, so I just wanted to have knowledge, that's it.
Sure.
She has to also submit proof of employment as well as proof of her education. I am going to assess the fine in the amount of $200. The cost will be assessed at $35 per month, which will serve as her supervision fee. I'm going to conduct my first review to give her an opportunity to get that assessment done. And so we can determine what we're doing, if anything, where treatment is concerned. I'll do the first review on March 30th, 2023. And that will be at 10:00 a.m. Any questions for me? And I wrote out the probation order.
No questions, Your Honor. Will she should get in touch with probation, or they'll get in touch with her, or?
No, while she has Ms. Brimage, why don't she connect with Ms. Brimage today? So she can get on track and be in compliance with my order.
Sounds great, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, wonderful. I look forward to working with you, Ms. Alkawi. And council, thank you for your patience on this morning. And I'll see the parties on Ms. Brimage. Thank you. I'll see the parties on March 30th. Okay.
Thanks, Your Honor. Have a nice day.
All right, you do the same, both of you. All right.
Ms. Alkawi, can you stay on so we can go in the breakout room? Can we be placed in the breakout room?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Miss Wilson. I need an ROA for Mr. Staples, Tremaine Staples. I'm gonna do his case next, and then if you could add him to my docket. Also, who has Terrence Bass's case? Ms. Cleveland, was he supposed to show up today, or is he a face-to-face?
He was a face-to-face, Your Honor, and I think
Okay.
there might be.
That's okay. Let me place his case number on the record, 200-596-9901. What is the return date for Mr. Bass?
Your Honor, he would be returning on March 17th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m.
Wonderful, thank you. Thank you. I am going to go to Mr. Tremaine Staples' case next, and I did get your message.
Sorry about that.
No, I just wanted you to know, because sometimes if I don't have it open, for some reason, I just don't see them.
Yeah.
Probably because my computer's not that close to me. And then Ms. Yancey, we'll go to Ms. Cameron. Uh-oh. Yes, she needs to go to a breakout room. All right, can we get the conference room set up, Mr. Yancey, for her to be able to go to a breakout room? Oh, you know what? Let's admit you. That's what you said, Mr. Yancey? You were waiting to be admitted from the. There you go. And so, Ms. Wilson, if you could place, I think it's it looks like it's just a phone number. Is that what it is, Mr. Yancey? Yeah. And place that one in a breakout room. Who's the attorney that will go in with Ms. Cameron?
I will, Judge.
All right, and place Mr. Vikings. All right, let's do it. I have for Mr. Staples, case number 210-452-2101. Mr. Staples, state your full name.
Tremaine Gary Staples.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Staples, I heard about what happened. First, I want to start off by saying thank you for being honest. Honesty will always go a much longer way with me, because it gives me the opportunity to get you back on course, okay? Thank you for even volunteering to come in. Ms. Cleveland did tell me you asked to come in and see me. And so I understand that as a part of this process, you know, you're gonna make some mistakes, but your honesty is always going to go much farther with me. And so I wanna tell you, thank you for being honest with us, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, how are you feeling today?
Your Honor, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going through it. I got a nephew that's on life support right now.
Okay.
Fentanyl poison.
Did you say from fentanyl poisoning?
Percocet. That's why when I watched that video, everything is just right then and there. I slipped up and I fell.
I understand. Now, Mr. Staples, I'm so sorry to hear about your nephew. Let me say that first, because I know nephews and nieces can sometimes feel like they're our own children.
Yeah, I raised him.
Yeah.
He's only 22 years old, so I'm like.
He's a baby. He hasn't even lived his life. And so I'm hoping that things turn out well for him, and that this will be something that you'll be able to learn from. Okay, so I truly hope that, okay? All right, very good. Mr. Staples, are you still speaking with anyone through the program, through a provider?
I've talked to Jonathan Williams at Lake Ridge,
I want you to reach out to Mr. Williams.
but
Yes, sir. Ms. Cleveland,
Yes, sure.
I'm not interested in giving a sanction on today, but I do want him to be reassessed and aligned with the appropriate services that Mr. Williams, the therapist, deems appropriate, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that's what I want you to do, because I don't expect you to be able to navigate something like that by yourself. Okay, let's see what Mr. Williams says will be helpful to you. I want you to go see him. I want you to be very honest with him about what you're feeling, what circumstances you have going on, so that he can make the appropriate recommendation, okay?
okay.
Can I get you to do that? All right, what else are you doing to cope or to work through?
Well, I just started back going to the gym.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm doing good in my school and my trucking, but it's yesterday I was out of it. I was so out of it. Like I was there, but I wasn't there.
All right.
But they said I'm actually doing good in my truck driving school quicker than what they expected. But
Look at you, even in the face of adversity, you're still doing well with your schooling. And I want to encourage you to keep going. If ever there was a time for you to be strong and to continue to do positive things, it's right now. Because do you have other nephews and nieces?
I have plenty of nieces and nephews.
All right, and you know they're watching, right? They want to see who's going to be the one that is going to still keep a cool head and make some good decisions in spite of what we're going through. And so I'm going to nominate you for that job. I'm going to nominate you to be the one that, in spite of everything that's going on, that you're going to be the one to say, look, I still have to make good decisions. I have to do the right thing. I still have to press on. I still have to set a good example for those of you that are looking up to me. I'm going to nominate you to be that person. Will you accept that nomination?
Yes, Your
All right, then let's do it. Let's do it. Listen, we are here. You know, you can call Miss Toshi, but I want him to go and have an appointment with Mr. Williams. So Miss Cleveland, if you could facilitate that before he leaves this building today, that would be great. I need that to happen. See Mr. Williams and then find out what his recommendations are. They will become a part of my order. And so I want you to see you get back on track. Can I count on you to do that?
Yes.
All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me?
Your Honor, this is exactly what I would like to recommend as well. For him, I think that there is times when people just don't make the right decisions. And sometimes life is overwhelming, especially under this situation. The video probably brought to mind a lot of things that he might be going through right now. So I just hope that by connecting with Mr. Williams, which he is scheduled to do that already, Your Honor. I just wanted to let you know. So he has a date to do that. He takes
What's the
initiative.
date for Mr. Williams?
He has to see him before the 14th, because not only does he have to connect with him on that, but he also has to make sure that Mr. Williams knows about his HEAT program. But he can do that today. I just have to call Mr. Williams and ask him if he can come over today.
Can you ask him? And then let's make sure Mr. Staples has the crisis hotline number.
Yes.
Listen, if it's the middle of the night and you can't get anybody, because we do go to sleep at night,
Yes.
I want you to get on that crisis hotline, okay? Use some of those resources that we've equipped you with. All right? I'm sorry, Ms. Cleveland, go ahead and continue.
No, Your Honor, that was all. I just want him to reconnect, stay firm, stay strong. He does have great resolve. He is very honest, Your Honor. I appreciate that about him. He's not a challenge to bring before Your Honor, when things are going a different way. So I just really appreciate that about him.
All right. Did you hear all that, Mr. Staples?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland.
Yep. All
right, Mr. Reed, I think, did you go in the breakout room? Did anybody go in the breakout room with him?
No, Judge,
No?
no, I didn't, but I
Okay.
did want to make a comment if I may.
Yes.
Mr. Staples, thanks for coming into the building today. We appreciate your honesty. We appreciate the fact that you asked for help because we want to help you. We don't want to hurt you. I'm sorry to hear about your family problems. I'm sure things will get better. People make bad choices, but that doesn't define who you are. I'm sure you have a long life ahead of you, and we're here to help you in any way we can. Stay in touch with Miss Cleveland. Um, Pick up the phone when she calls. You call if you have problems. Talk to Mr. Williams. We wish the best for you, and I know things are going to work out. Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Mr. Staples, do you have any questions?
No, man, yeah.
All right. Miss Cleveland, do you still need to see him?
Your Honor, if it's possible, if he can come up to the third floor and sit outside of the lab, then I'll meet him out there, and then I'll get in touch with Mr. Williams by that time. And
Wonderful, he definitely do that.
I also wanted to ask Your Honor, he already is scheduled for a March 17th, 2023 face-to-face. May I maintain that appointment for him as his,
Yes.
keep his next court date or court time?
Yes.
And then I
Absolutely.
should be able to find out things from Mr. Williams by that time as well.
Great, very good. So did you hear that, Mr. Staples? You're gonna go up to the third floor, you're gonna see Miss Cleveland. Miss Cleveland, once you're finished with him, he is free to leave. I don't need him to stay here.
Thank
with
you,
me,
Your Honor.
okay? All right, Mr. Staples, hang in there, okay?
Thank you, Your
You're very welcome, and I'll keep your nephew in my thoughts, okay?
Thank you.
All right, very good.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. All right, I have another matter that I need to get on the record for Ariel Cameron. Yeah, she's in with the attorney, so let's recess just for a quick moment. Mhm. Okay, can you all meet me and Officer Hatton? All right, are we ready at the Detroit Detention Center?
Miss Taylor, she can come on. I don't know if she's on, but I just talked to her, sort of ready for it.
So please add Sherry on to my docket for today. All right, they're not ready, so let's go to Miss Cameron.
Yes, Judge.
Yep, let's go to Miss Cameron because they're not ready yet. All right, for the area of Cameron, I have case number Z8083171 and case number 217318781. Miss Cameron, state your full name for the record. Miss Cameron, I just had, I heard you. Good morning, still morning, good morning. I just had a sidebar with your case manager because you know you missed some tests, right? I've noticed it's a pattern. You do well, you might get in maybe close to 60 days. And then it's a missed test and a story with it. Then you get back on track. You do good. Missed test, the story with it. I got to break the cycle. I have to break the cycle. So listen, I asked for information so that Mr. Yancey could validate what you've indicated has happened. Mr. Yancey, the things we talked about in sidebar that she is able to provide, I want her to provide those, but here's my thing. And I hate that if what happened, what you say happened, if it did happen, I know that's a horrible feeling. I hate that it happened, but it should not have stopped you from going to test. 2 days, no ma'am. That's unacceptable. I'm glad you're here. But I want you to stay on track. Listen, if there's a problem, go to testing. We'll figure it out together. We'll align you with the appropriate level of services. But this missing test, gotta stop. It's not acceptable. I'm not gonna send you to jail today, but I am gonna hold you. I am, and I'm gonna give you 1 day of jail in abeyance. So the next time you miss a test, you're gonna go to jail. For any reason. Because if it wasn't bad enough for you to do the things that I told Mr. Yancey to ask you for, which are like just baseline things, then you should have gone to testing. There was nothing stopping you from going to testing. 2 days. No, ma'am. What I don't want to do is get to the end of the road with you to find out the cycle that you've been in has been because we have not aligned you with the appropriate services to help you to get to a better place. Please don't do that to yourself and don't do that to us because we're really trying hard, you know? All right. What do the parties want to tell me? Oh, I can't hear you, Mr. Vikings. Is it us?
Is that any better, Judge?
There you go.
I have a new equipment, so I don't have the right where I need to have my face to be heard. Miss Cameron.
All right, good.
Judge, as I see the problem, it's one of communication and the ability to communicate quickly. I didn't know about or didn't realize that this was a pattern. Although this recommendation that I make, and I made it to Miss Cameron, is when things happen, because things do happen. Now, maybe they happen for her at certain times, but even in those times, communicate quickly. And that's what we talked about, is the need to contact Mr. Yancey, contact the court, come into the court, let somebody know what the problem is, because if it's a small problem, it may turn into a large problem if you don't tell anybody. And if it's a large problem, we ought to know about it. So there is more than just us holding up our hands wondering where Miss Cameron is, and she needs to let us know. And that's the conversation she and I had in the presence of Mr. Yancey as well, because I don't want communication to be the cause of the problem, especially if there's a pattern that can be stopped because she communicates better. So that was my recommendation to her. When things happen, call somebody, call us, call the court, come into the court. And I think
Or return Mr. Yancey's phone calls.
that is definitely what needs to be done. So, Judge, I agree with the recommendation. We talked about things being held in abeyance, and that means that this court could, maybe should, impose penalties such as jail time if this happens again, so we can stop doing this with Ms. Cameron.
All right, thank you, Mr. Vikings. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you get in that mic so Ms. Wilson can hear you?
Yes, Your Honor. I saw the miss screen and I was more worried about Ms. Cameron. She's got to understand that, we're worried about you and your welfare first, and we don't want anything to happen, and we don't want anything to slip where we don't catch it. So, obviously we have to abide by our program and its terms, but we just want you to know we're really, we really care about you, and we want success for you, and we worry about your welfare. So,
All right.
we'll get this right.
Yes. All right, what do you want to tell me?
First, I want to say that I seen the end of that video that you were showing earlier.
Speak in that microphone so I can hear you.
I said, first, I want to tell you, I seen the ending of that video that you were showing earlier. And I was sad that she lost her son due to him wanting to get rid of some pain or release some anxiety that he had. He went to the wrong person. And just like he said, in communication, he could have went to his mother or he could have went to the doctor and got the proper care. He would have lost his life over one people. I also want to say you're very right. This has been a pattern. I didn't get myself together because I be doing so good. And then I let myself slip and fall. That's not a good thing. And it looks like when I mistest that I'm hiding something and I'm not hiding anything. So I really need to stop doing that. I need to get myself together because I'm so close to the end that it's not working. So that's what I do. And you guys are just here to better me and not make things better for me. So I need to accept my help, take it into consideration, and take it serious, and
Come on, let's do it. We are here to help you. And listen, I don't want to just help you to get to the end of the program. I want to equip you with tools and resources that you can use for life. Come on. You've got a lot of life ahead of you. Yes, and I want it to be quality life. So let's break this pattern. Let's break it. Okay? All right. Mr. Yancey, what is going to be, you know, my saying she needs to hold for today and 1 day of jail in abeyance. What would be her next date?
Can we have her Zoom in on the 16th just to make sure all is well, and then we can get her back on the regular schedule?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Your date would be March 16th at 8:45 a.m. Go ahead and put that in your phone and zoom in. And thank you for your feedback on the video. And then, officer, I'll let you know when she can be released. But she's gonna ride it out for a moment. What time did she get here this morning? 8 what?
8:49. Yeah. I think she came right after we started the video.
She did?
Yes.
Okay. Have a seat. I'm gonna let you know when you're free to leave.
And you yell at me and you see my eyes closed. I got all this cut, so I'm like.
You got off of work this morning?
I'm not gonna be sleep. I'm gonna be resting my eyes.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yancey. She's too young talking about some rest in her eyes. That's old people stuff. Oh, my goodness. All right. I still don't see anyone on for the DDC. Where are they? Hello out there. Unmute and let us know what we're doing with Sherry on. We rarely get a 30-minute breather in the mornings. We're excited about it. Who called? Call over there. Call in. Don't you say you can't. Listen, I want to know where they at. You were what?
She want to ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am. You got to talk louder than that.
I tried to make it so, you know, all the plants got some little profit sharing thing. I'm not hired in, so I didn't get one, but I got a couple of friends that showed me some blessings and blessed me with a little money.
Oh.
I wanted to know, yesterday I tried to pay off my last payment of $145, but it took me out of the warrant. I wasn't able to pay it, so would I be able to pay it when I leave today?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, officer, is it possible for someone to escort her to go pay it now? Yeah, you want to go pay it now?
My card is in the car with my cousin outside.
Oh, okay. Well, if you go and get your card from your cousin, I'm thinking, and go on to that front desk and pay, bring back your receipt, then I'll think about whether or not I release you earlier than what I planned. No, Miss Cameron gonna come back, cause she know.
I'm not running.
Miss Cameron, no, she know. She know. Thank you for offering, though. I appreciate it. All right, Miss Mack is trying to get in touch with the DDC to see what's going on.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, they're about to bring her on now. need to, oh, I would love for us to meet earlier and be finished by 1:30.
Oh, are you talking to them?
Jasmine, can you hear me or are you ignoring me?
Miss Taylor?
The
Yes.
attorneys are really good.
I was trying to invite somebody else in. I knew you, Mr. Reed. We
Yes,
have that
Judge.
meeting today scheduled for 1:30.
We're gonna
Would you all
stay.
be opposed to?
Who has
No,
that
no, this
meeting?
is
Me?
It's
Am I?
everybody that went to the conference, yes.
Okay. What about it?
Oh, I sent it out, don't play.
In the conference room? Is that where we're meeting?
No, I did it for Zoom. Didn't I do it for Zoom?
I'm just a little discombobulated.
It's a
My
post
apologies.
MATCP conference meeting, and it is on Zoom.
Okay. At 1:30.
Yes, I want to move it up to 11:30,
Yes, 11:30.
11:35, 11:45, and be finished by 12:30.
What day is
I'll just leave
this?
it at one.
It's right now,
It's
today.
So
Y'all need to
confused.
read the emails. I know y'all, man, as many emails as y'all send me.
I
And
do.
expect
I'm
me to
just.
read them while I'm on the bench.
How are we gonna do it right now?
Because it's not staffing, it's a meeting.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll just leave it at 1:30.
No, you know what threw me off? I have Mr. Morgan was supposed to meet with me and Mr. Green, I think at 2:00 about the certification. That's what confused me. Okay.
I'm really crazy. I love them. Okay. What y'all all coming on for? What's going on?
I just told them
No,
all that you might move the meeting up, so we just didn't know.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna be able to move it. It's
Okay.
already 11:30 and the people still haven't gotten on for the DDC. I'm
Okay.
sorry. And then Miss Jasmine basically was saying she don't want to do it at 11:30, so. She'd rather be with me at 1:30. Okay.
Wow. Well, see you
So
then,
y'all
Your
good.
Honor.
Eat y'all lunch. Eat y'all lunch. Eat y'all lunch. I'll be right here waiting on the DDC.
It's up to you, Judge. It's up to
No,
you.
it's not. Y'all go eat y'all lunch.
Do we know how long they're gonna be?
Miss Mac just talked to them. They said they was going to go get her. I don't know where they had to get her from.
Probably couldn't
Unless
up
there's
on
some
them.
issues.
I'm sure. That's what it is. It's gonna be a minute.
We're streaming live, guys and girls. Mute me so I can say what I want to say. Mute me.
Morning, Judge Holmes. You're on mute.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sherry
How
Ann
are
just,
you?
all right, Sherry Ann just walked in the door. I'll be down here in just a few minutes.
Okay, will you all hold her until tomorrow, or can I get her done today? I don't want her to be released to the public.
I'm gonna bring her right down in literally 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
No problem. Thank you.
I'll be right back. Yep.
All right. Love it.
Let me see if I can change the camera.
Yeah, let me see. Him.
Yeah, there you go, right. So while I'm going into that, Miss Judge.
Miss Shannon.
Miss Shannon. Yeah, let me see if they need my friends right.
You don't have no friends? Okay.
I would have one of my friends. Yeah, look, like I told you, I tried that once before. They have a long line of people out there. I got my food. Call me, I'm gonna make them fix that. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, it's not on me.
Come on in, Shannon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little chilly in there. The windows are rolled. So step right there on the black line.
Oh, it's not good.
And Joyce Holmes right there waiting to see you.
Yeah, I see her.
Good morning, Sherry Ann Williams.
Hi.
Step back so I can see your face. I can't see your face.
Oh, okay.
Miss Williams.
Yes.
All right, let me
No,
place
I
your case
stepped
number.
out so I could hear you clearly because I can't really hear.
Oh, okay, well then go ahead and step up. That's fine. Let me place your
Okay.
case numbers on the record. I have case number U 602-27121. Case number U 602-26621. Case number U 509-45919. Case number 214-926-011. Case number 212-098-411. And case number 210-455-7301. State your full name for the record, Ms. Williams.
Oh, Shannon Denise Williams.
All right, Miss Williams. Miss Taylor. Miss Williams, I'm glad to see that you're okay.
Well, actually, I'm just back in Michigan celebrating my cousin sent me a Greyhound bus ticket, and I've been in DC ever since. But my birthday is Saturday, so I've only been back up here a whole week.
Now, you know I didn't authorize for you to go to DC, Miss Williams.
I stay in DC now. I'm about to be 50, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to be funny or smart, but I'm about to be 50 Saturday. And ain't nobody is gonna control my life but me and the Lord. And I'm just being real with you. Like I said, I stay in DC now, Washington DC, with my big cousin. I've been staying here with him ever since I left Positive Images, so.
All right, thank you. Let me hear from Ms. Taylor.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Sherrion Williams is an active participant in the mental health court program. Ms. Williams was referred to Positive Images for residential treatment where she absconded on January 25th, 2023, and has been in warrant status ever since that date.
All right.
Well,
hold on. Wait. 1 second. So for now, for today's purposes, she is an absconder. And so I am going to order that she goes over to the Wayne County Jail, and then I'll bring her back on Wednesday to figure out where do we go from here. Okay?
But if I'm living in Washington, DC, and I'm not even in Michigan no more, what's the problem?
The problem is you are in Michigan right now. The problem is you're in Michigan right now. And you're under, well, you're gonna talk with me, so I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
I'm listening to you. I'm in Michigan. I'm only in Michigan celebrating my birthday. My birthday is Saturday, and I'm going back to Washington Monday. I'm going back to Washington Monday, and I will be getting me a lawyer to sue mental health court because don't nobody force anything on me. This is my life.
Wonderful. Make sure they send the information to me. I'm remanding you to the Wayne County Jail. I'll see you on Wednesday, March the, what is that, the 15th? At 9 o'clock a.m. Anything else from the attorneys for my consideration?
You remanded me for, and I'm not even living in Michigan no more.
Go ahead, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything else?
Just for the record, Judge, for arraignment purposes on the outstanding bench warrant, My client would stand mute, waive formal reading, ask that the not guilty plea be entered, ask for the next appropriate court date. As to bond, she'd like a personal bond or a nominal bond. We'd like the file to be marked medical so that she can get whatever treatment she needs over at the county jail. Just for the record, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. I'll definitely do so. And then Ms. Taylor, I'll put her on for the 15th at 9:00 a.m. Thank you at the Wayne,
Okay.
at the detention center. We'll send that information over to you right away. Take care of yourself, Ms. Williams. Thank you. Bye-bye. All righty. All right, that ends the morning docket. And so, of course, you all need to be on standby. We have our 1:30 today. Enjoy your lunch. And I will see you all at 1:30.
At 1:30 on Zoom.
Judge,
On Zoom.
Okay.
My
Thank
meeting
you.
is on Zoom.
Is it the courtroom Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Judge.
All right.
Judge, if I may address the court, this 1:30 meeting is not a staffing. This is something regarding Grand Rapids. Is that correct?
It is, but the information that's going to be shared is applicable to the courts,
Oh, okay.
to our specialty courts. So, Mr. Reed, that means you have to be there.